One in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You and run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Come on in. This
I got my young channel.
Big money here. Big money here. They've been talking. They know. Get out the way. Let them talk. Let bosses talk. Young bosses, man.
Dev, he said that he wants you to look exciting. He only wants exciting fights.
And I think he's going to look very exciting. I think he's going to put on a beautiful performance. But he knows what he got to do. He's not going to look
all
over.
Due respect, why do you feel like I need to look exciting or whatever the case may be? Why not just make it happen for all the belts no matter what?
Oh no, we're gonna do that.
Good. That's it. That's all right,
as long as
if it
makes sense.
No, of course.
And I know you already said you come to Australia, so that's beautiful because
I'll fight you on Jupiter if I got to.
Look, hey, I told Eddie if someone pulls out, I'll fight this weekend. Regardless of the cut. I'll fight this weekend, but no one's pulling out.
Do you respect Devin as a champion in your division? Do you respect him as a champion in your division?
Yes, of course I respect him. I always have respected him, and he knows how much I've respected him, and there is a mutual respect here. But if things go right, and the dotted line obviously gets signed by both sides.
Is this the true undisputed? Is this the true undisputed right here?
Look, we're going to get it done, and you know what? There won't be any more
games
or bullshit about what it is. So
why do you think Devin has been so much avoided? Why do you think he's been like one of the most avoided fighters like out there?
Look, he's a talented guy. No disrespect there. That's not my business. Maybe they can't get the right fights.
Look at my interviews before the fight. I wasn't saying, Tio gonna thrash him or nothing like that. I said, man, Tio don't look too good to me. I don't know if Tio gonna win because I was talking to him. I knew how focused he was. I'm like, man, I don't know. I was actually gonna go bet on him. I'm fucking pissed still to this day. No, bro, I'm pissed to this day that I didn't bet, but I had to work out, so I couldn't time it right. But man, it's all good.
Look, I was a dog in that fight, and you know what?
You know what I said though? I'm gonna make it back because we're gonna do it for the belts, and I'm gonna get all the money back.
So if Devin agrees to fight you in Australia,
I'm gonna make more.
Listen, if Devin agrees to fight you in Australia,
we gonna make it.
If Devin agrees to fight you in Australia, is there any chance you'll turn it down at all?
If he agrees to fight in Australia, like I said, as long as it makes sense with everything else, 110%. I'll fight anybody.
We're going to get past the Singapore.
Yes.
We're going to make it happen.
How you feel about fighting in Australia?
Hey, we don't want to pull that Tio card.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. We're going to bleed this morning. And for those of you that are uneducated, sit your ass down and absorb what I'm going to share with you today. Real versus fake. This is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And you know what? Let's not tiptoe around this thing. Let's call it what it is. It's BS. It's BS. Jose Diaz in the building. King Jr., Calvin Johnson, Rashad Livingston, Jeffrey H. Lopez in the building. Steve L. the Mac. The Brothers UK, salute to you, fam. Shemaine Callahan. CT Fatboy, salute. Andrew Gray, Pablo Escobar in the building. Kano Local Sports in the building. Salute, how you feel, brother? Brooklyn Born. Kevin Dunbar. Anton Richardson. Unscripted Virtuoso. MP, what the fuck? What's good? Black Alpha. Queen, salute. Mr. P. Depps, Antonio Handbrick, Picasso, Aaron Wall Willis, Outlaw Jr., Robert Singleton, Oak Park Boxing in the building. King Vonnie, what up? The Jab Jamboree Act Reacher, salute. Ratchet since 91. Thomas Davis, salute. Mark Wunderlich, my brother. DOG, salute. King Corleone, Ryan White, AB in the building. I am Trill Will. Go subscribe to my brother. I am Trill Will. MJ Total Wealth and Health and Wellness Enrichment. Salute. Let's Mr. De Vera. Salute. Man down. Salute, bro. Deland James. Nostradamus Ellaby. Salute. Big Texas, what up? CB Sports, what up, bro? Oh my God. Camara, salute, man. Press the like button as you come on in, man. Let's get to it, man. Camara, the stepping razor, salute. All right, man. I'm just wondering, man. Are y'all Bruce Goes, OG, salute. Are y'all done? I mean, I'm wondering when we're done here. I mean, we speak loud, but I don't think we speak loud enough, man. Do y'all read what they're saying on these posts? Just scroll down and read. I'm talking about, Joe, what up, Big Block? I'm talking about what's being said. Like if you go to Boxing Scene and you scroll down, 88 Sports Talk, salute. Yeah, that is the most hammer name. Nostradamus LOP. DB Monster Track, salute. Go to Boxing Scene, and when you read these articles, just scroll down and look and read what people are saying. Prolific One, salute. They honestly are telling us that Xavier, what up? They're honestly telling us that Lomachenko deserves to be in the mix with this. The real fight is Lomachenko versus Kambosos. The real fight is Ryan Garcia versus Kambosos. I was watching my brother Blue Blood last night real quick, and somebody actually got in the chat and was like, yo, Ryan sells more. I'm like, wait a minute. What planet is he from? Yo, my man, that's not true. That's not true. What the fuck? Bro. All right. Let's do it. You see, I tried. Look, man. How many times I told y'all or mentioned the Black Murderers Row? Charlie Burley, Eddie, what's his name? Eddie Booker, Coco Kid, Lloyd Marshall, Aaron Wade, forgetting somebody, Jack Chase, Self-Made, salute. PGH, salute. Now, not everybody knows about this, and that's okay. Use the internet for what it's for. Look it up. It's there. It's there. What were the Black Murderers Row? Basically, they were so good. They were black fighters who were so good that they had to have their own tournament. They were made to fight each other on multiple occasions. Mike Biggs, salute. Because the upper names didn't even want to fight them. There was an ongoing debate that Ray Robinson ducked Charlie Burley. Gnarly Ray, salute. Now, Charlie Burley was from Pittsburgh. Now, people said it. The boxing historian Kurt Sugar. Kurt said it wasn't that information wasn't accurate. Word to Kurt, I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue Kurt. No, hell no. Jay Gibson, salute. Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark, salute. Acondo, what up? Now, I'm not going to argue with Kurt. I'm just saying they were mentioned in the same sentence and the fight never happened. But no way I'm arguing with Kurt. Never. Nope. But he know what the Black Murderers Row, and you know who knows what the Black Murderers Row is? Other than 78 and Black and VFTB, myself, Scrapbook Boxing knows all about it. F. Lord, salute. And the Sensei, Stormy B-Man. But here's what's special about what the Sensei has done. Abadordi, salute. For months, I've been telling you, Stormy B-Man did a video about the new Black Murderers Row happening right now in front of our face. Al-B, salute. And I don't know who went and looked at the video, but I referred you to that video several times for a reason. It's happening right now. If you don't know what the Black Murderers Row is, look it up and apply it to now. Don't get smoke screened by AB running around throwing money around, trying to be like Floyd, and Floyd throwing money around, and the Charlos rolling around with dipped in gold and shit. No. Really look at what's happening here. Do you know someone jumped in my comment section and said that Charlo is so scared of Canelo? Well, along those lines, that's the point they were trying to make. That he basically committed a crime rather than fight Canelo. Now, Mac of the South, salute. Maybe the guy was trying to be slick, trying to be smart with his mouth. I don't know. I don't care. But somebody will read that and actually run with that. Charlo's so scared of Canelo that he'd rather go to jail. And that little joke, that little clever joke will become truth on their end. Meanwhile, there's a franchise status that was invented for the sole purpose of ducking Jamal Charlo. I don't give a fuck what Charlo did outside the ring. I made a video saying, yo, he might have given them a reason to fuck off the fight. You know you're held to a higher standard. You should be home in the house chilling, not surrounding yourself with people that'll do your reputation harm, and sit back and wait for your Canelo payday if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, love is the word. Salute, Brooklyn born. If that's what you want to do, wait on them. So when I say he might have fucked off his opportunity, that's on the level I'm talking about. Because here, a salute. Because if it's about, if Canelo, I'm saying if Canelo says, I don't want to fight him, he got too many legal problems, bro. What do you mean? You mean that the Felix Nunes, salute, Robert Singleton? What do you mean? The legal problems? You're so much of a do-right. You're an outstanding citizen and you don't co-sign him slapping around. I heard it was his cousin, a male cousin at that. You don't agree with that? Or are the legal problems going to get in the way? Ring Dragon, salute. Are the ring or the outside the ring problems going to interfere with your fight date? Whoa, what up? Hard Body, J Timo in the building. Johnny Q, salute. 919 in the building. Are those things going to interfere with the fight date? Is that what you mean? I hope Canelo doesn't say it's because of what he did outside the ring. Because let me remind y'all, this happened. If he even goes there, remind him of Ulysses Archie Salas. Street fight against fellow Mexican boxer, 4-division champion Canelo Alvarez, resulting in a broken jaw. He punched this dude in the face and broke his jaw in a street fight. This guy was a flyweight, man. Significantly smaller than him. Broke his jaw outside of a bar somewhere probably. I don't know where it was. Okay? Forced to vacate his IBF light flyweight title. Okay? So don't talk about how you found Jesus now. Shamar, what up? I'm just saying. That's right, Picasso. That's where I'm going next. He fought Kovalev. He kicks dogs and beat bitches. Got probation. Then not too long after that had a DUI, did he not? Hey, these are facts. But he fought him. And let's not forget that he could have fought Andre, who's had his share of legal problems. He could have fought him, didn't fight him. He could have fought Jamal Charlo, didn't fight him. They invented a belt so he could duck him. These are the facts. That's what happened. Word to Kurt, that happened. Slick Rick, salute. So what we're going to do here this morning, family, Jelly Bean, what up? Is we're going to do a little homework. I asked y'all to go to the Sensei's channel and look at what the new Black Murderers Row is. The old Black Murderers Row, look it up. I just mentioned some names. You can Google them. But they were all made to fight each other. They were so good and feared that they were made to fight each other. Because the people in charge, Duke Todd, salute. The people in charge didn't want no smoke with them because that meant trouble. We're living that today. Look what they're doing to Devin Haney, man. Look at that. So let's do some homework. Stormy B Man.
Referring to a group of middleweight boxing contenders competing in the 1940s, primarily of African American background and descent. These men, all renowned for their toughness and great boxing ability, they were feared and not acknowledged throughout the boxing world.
First and foremost, who do you see in the picture? You see Deontay Wilder. You see Guillermo Rigondeaux. You see Gary Russell Jr. I think that's Jamal Charlo. And that's King Kong Ortiz. And counting. And counting. Because I think he did this video a little before Devin Haney started to take off. But now we can throw Devin Haney in the mix with this. Trick boxing, salute, bro. So I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention. This shit is important. Pay attention, y'all.
And not giving shots at world titles.
Press 1 if you can hear it.
They were so good that they ended up having to fight amongst one another over and over again. These fighters were known for their prowess and skill in boxing, and now are recognized as greats. The names are synonymous with success in the sport. Charlie Burley, Eddie Black Dynamite Booker, Jack Chase, Coco Kid, Burt Lytell, Lloyd Marshall, Aaron Tiger Wade, and Holman Williams.
Did y'all know Coco Kid was Puerto Rican? Did y'all know that? Yeah, I ain't know that. Let's continue.
These men made up Black Murderers Row. But that's just an insight on who was at that time. But today, we are seeing history repeat itself, where we have fighters that are dominant in their skill set and their prowess, fearsome in power and ability to exercise the pugilistic arts. These men range from Guillermo Rigondeaux, Gary Russell Jr., Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Devin Haney, the Charlo brothers, Luis King Kong Ortiz, Shakur Stevenson, Demetrius Andrade, and Terrence Bud Crawford again, as we talk about these men of today in 2021. They have run into the wall, that invisible barrier in their sport which holds them back.
The invisible barrier that holds them back. The invisible barrier that holds them back. It's not so invisible now, is it? We know what it is. Do y'all remember what happened to Guillermo Rigondeaux? Why did that happen? Why is his best win that put him on the map turned out to be his worst loss? He was supposed to take off after he beat Nonito Donaire, almost knocked him out in the 12th. He was supposed to take off after that, right? Wrong. HBO said, damn. We had Manny Pacquiao and we had this guy from his country also. We thought we had something. We can't market this guy, short black guy that don't speak any English. We can't sell him. Not with that style. Never mind, he almost stopped Rigo. I mean, never mind, he almost stopped Donaire. Never mind that. Did Donaire run it back? No. No one held him accountable. His career continued, but he ain't run it back. Donaire also went on to lose to Nicholas Walters. Where's Nicholas Walters? Where's Nicholas Walters? Y'all forgot about him? Is he chained up in the basement somewhere? Let me tell you what they did with Nicholas Walters. They put him in the ring and made him fight to a draw. You remember that? They made him fight to a draw. Then they put him in the ring with Loma. How long was he out the ring prior to getting Loma? I forget. Then Loma stopped him. He just didn't want to fight anymore. And that was the last you seen of Nicholas Walters that I remember. They say he's a bellman at a hotel in Jamaica. Jesus Christ. I hope that's not true. Because he was better than that. Ask Nonito Donaire. He knocked him out silly. He knocked him out silly, the Axeman. I would love to get him on my show because I want to ask Nick, what happened? What happened? Abner Morris, Frampton, Quigg, De La Cruz, Santa Cruz, Cruise Control. They froze Rigo out. Rigo had to go way up north to fight Lomachenko, a fighter I attended, Mario Salute. And it didn't work out. And I was rooting for the guy, but it didn't work out. They gave Lomachenko full credit for that win. But they don't give Orlando Salido full credit for his win. You don't find that strange? You don't find that strange? So when the sensei says invisible barrier, we know what it is. The industry picks and chooses who they want. They pick and choose who they want, not who's the best. This is what we was trying to explain to you about Anthony Joshua. We get the marketability, 6'5", muscles everywhere, a golden smile. We get the marketability. But what we were saying was we don't know if he's the goods. How do we find out? There's a guy right here in America that's undefeated. So when he was the best and AJ was the best, wasn't we supposed to find out who was the better of the two? And then what happened? Eddie Hearn intervened and the bullshit began. Y'all weren't here when we was fucking with AJ, was y'all? Y'all weren't here for that. I'm talking to the haters now. We were fucking with AJ. And all we wanted to know was he really Lennox Lewis? Was he the goods? Because we had faith in our guy, and we wasn't hating on your guy. We wanted to see how good it was. Because remember, over here, we were fucking with Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis wanted all the smoke. If you were in the top 5, he wanted to smoke with you. If you were in the top 10 and making news, Lennox was on some, yo, when he cracks the top 3, I'll take his head off. That's who Lennox Lewis was. I ain't got no beef with Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis is an all-time great. And he backed it up in the ring. He wanted all the smoke. AJ, not so much. Very selective. Very selective. And Eddie Hearn intervened in his career. And the fans, the fanatics who are more in love with his abs rather than the sport of boxing, they enabled that bullshit. You notice Stormy didn't put AJ on the Black Murderers Road, this new Black Murderers Road? Because you know why? He had opportunity handed to him. Handed to him. And he fumbled the rock twice, did he not? But let's continue.
From being the best of the sport, the best that the sport has to offer. These barriers have been implemented just as they were years ago, so that certain individuals that participate in the sport could have free reign and to have success in the sport, while at the same time avoiding the true threats of the sport that may not only stifle their careers, but ostracize them all the same. You're seeing it right before your eyes when you take a fighter such as Guillermo Rigondeaux and he's not able to find opponents to face, where he has also faced certain individuals who may have saw themselves on a short curve towards stardom, and once they crossed paths with Rigondeaux, were shut down. Same with the likes of Gary Russell Jr. Mr. Gary Russell Jr. has been a mainstay in the sport at the championship level for almost a decade. But every time anyone of ilk has come to fight him and face him in the ring, potential challengers have either vacated or advanced to higher weight divisions to avoid the champion.
That's another thing. That's another thing. These guys leave entire divisions to avoid. Remember, they were leaving divisions to avoid Gary Russell. Remember that? Tab Investment, salute. Healer says, I need the LDBC help when I box, headed to the gym to get some training and getting a boxing license this week. We got you, brother. Hit me up behind the scenes. We got you. Black Vision, salute. We got you, brother. You know we got you. People were leaving the division rather than to fight Gary. And I'm always going to ask, you see, when he finally lost to Mike Sayo, what did Dan Redfield say? That fat grimace, that hoagie inhaling, Troy Saw, salute, disgusting human being. He said, free at last. Did he not? Free at last. As if Gary Russell was holding a WBC title hostage. He couldn't get no work. These guys like ripping Al Heyman. What he was doing to Gary Russell, that was the time to ask the PBC questions. Was it not? Wasn't that the time to ask? Yo, listen, Al, you got the longest reigning WBC champion over there. He's only fighting once a year. That's not his fault. What's going on over there? What's going on? That was the time to rip the PBC, because I don't know what's going on with that. Batman is in our chats all the time. He don't know what's going on with that. Don't know. Don't know. They rip Al Heyman for all kinds of shit that he didn't even do. But that right there, that was fine with them. What does that tell you? If Gary Russell being inactive, well, basically only fighting once a year, not as active as he should be, why was that okay? And then he loses to Mexayo. Why is that celebrated? As if him fighting once a year was his fault. Why don't they ever talk about the people that left the division rather than fight him? Are y'all paying attention to detail? I'm asking. This is not unreasonable. This is not unreasonable. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Trick Noty in the building. Salute. Do me a favor, Dr. Mark. Just do me a favor. Just remove that number out of the chat. You know, we got a lot of weirdos out here. Remove the number out the chat. Remove the number. I got it. I got it. Remove the number out the chat, though. I appreciate you. Just remove the number out the chat, because we got a lot of weirdos, man. A lot of weirdos. Yeah, you know I got a stalker. You know I got a stalker who's watching me right now. You know, rubbing his nipples with his shirt off, licking his lips. Stolen valor. You were never no cop. Take your shirt off. Y'all remember that weasel in the Looney Tunes cartoon that was always running up in there stealing the hens with the cross eyes and shit, fucking with Foghorn Leghorn? That's that nigga. Stolen valor. Take your shirt off, Drew. You got big shoulders in the six pack. Anthony Bolton, salute.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
John Page, salute, just in time. Batman in the building. Yeah, he's a crackhead weasel. Hell yeah. Fucking back to the education.
We've seen the same thing happen with
Time out. Batman, how many cats ducked your brother and left the division? Put them in the chat, please. Put the names in the chat. We're going to put them on blast. Put the names of the people that left the division to avoid Gary Russell Jr., Mr. Gary Russell, while I play this education by the sensei.
the talent and likes of young guns and studs. Men who are definitely talented enough to show something that we're just not seeing from those who may currently be holding the media's attention. Fighters like Devin Haney, the Dream. Remember,
It slipped my mind. I ain't watched this video in a while. It slipped my mind he was in this. Now, mind you, this video is a little old. This is before the Kambosos situation. So does the sensei have a crystal ball? No. He's been around long enough to know how this works. Now, I haven't watched this in a while, but he's been around to know how this shit works. I forgot he had Devin in here. There we go, right there. You're seeing it. Does the sensei have a crystal ball, or does he know how this shit works? BFTB in the mother effing building. This is how this works. This is not new. Santa Cruz, Morris, Frampton, Selby, Quigg, Warrington. Nobody fought Gary Russell. How? How do those fights not happen? Unique Dawn, salute. And we're not supposed to say, do you see that on Boxing Scene, on World Boxing News, on ESPN? Do they question those names? Yo, why not know Gary Russell? I know, but when we point it out, they call us racist. When we point it out, I'm just asking a question. I'm asking a question. Let's get back to the sensei.
not the American dream, but the dream all the same. Because to dream is to have inspirational, aspirational goals and to set sights on something that is not necessarily intangible, but something worth working toward to achieve. This man is being denied before our very eyes of those very opportunities.
Did y'all hear that? Ramel Lane, salute. This man is being denied before our very eyes of those opportunities. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? And this is before the Kambosos. This is way before the Kambosos situation. Does the sensei have a crystal ball? Or does he know the rhythm? Do we all know the rhythm? I need to stop. Leo, Valdez, Shakur, Lee, Morris, Frampton, Warrington, Navarrete, Scott. The names are right there. Macadon 1, salute. Smitty Smith, salute. Black Superman. Tab Investments, Ramel Lane. All of those are fights that could have been done. Why wasn't the community calling for these fights outside of us? And why wasn't the PBC on their game? Batman, why wasn't the PBC on their game? Why wasn't Dan Raphael and old media going at Al Heyman and saying, hey, Al, why isn't Gary Russell fighting Valdez or Shakur or Mares or Frampton or Quigg or Warrington or Navarrete? Why not? Al, that was the time to attack Al. Why didn't they do that? You know why? They don't give a damn. They like the fact that they can talk about Gary Russell not being active and not asking the fighters that are around him why they're not fighting him. So they can, 10 years from now, they're going to say that Gary ducked these guys. They're going to say that. Not while we're around. And here comes Big Dog Willie in the super chat with his Amir Khan can parallel park a train greatness. Yo, bro, Amir Khan better beat Brooke, because if he don't, man, I'm gonna have to send you a link and just have you explain it. Because I want to know what happened. Alfred, salute. Watch the play, y'all. 10 years from now, they're gonna tell us that Gary Russell didn't fight all of those names, and they're gonna blame Gary and they're gonna blame Al. When they should have been blaming Al and asking questions. Al, why isn't Gary fighting these guys? Because I never heard Gary say, I don't want to fight those guys. Thank you, Batman. Joseph Townsend, salute. Amujali, salute. I'm telling you to play. They're going to do it. Not on our watch, because we were here. 10 years from now, we were here. My brother Trick Notes, he says, if you are a champion and you avoid your mandatory, then in your next fight, 20% of your purse should go to your mandatory you ducked. You know what? I like that. The only thing is, popular fights, well, 20% going to your mandatory shouldn't hurt as bad if you're fighting a popular fight. You know what I'm saying? Because people, rather than fighting the popular fight, people have been known to, I got to fight my mandatory. And your mandatory is some motherfucker from West Bubblefuck that no one heard of. Be like, yo, the real comp is right here. You want to fight that guy for what? But, I like that. But let's go back to the sensei.
And when you see that, it's disgusting. But no one speaks about it. However, this is the truth. When you witness a Devin Haney fight, you see skills that are reminiscent of guys like Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather Jr., and others who have been able to box their way through the divisions. Or how about Luis King Kong Ortiz, who has been totally frozen out of the heavyweight title picture, with the exception of 2 opportunities granted by former WBC champion Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, who, had Ortiz not received those opportunities, no one knows how long he would have been on the shelf. And salute to Deontay for giving him the opportunity to earn a living.
Let me stop right there real quick. Phenomenal Mexican, we were all trying to figure that shit out. For real. We didn't get that. Andre and Charlo was right there. He chose Abner Yildirim. And what's more disgusting is that his fan base enabled that garbage. To me, if I was a Canelo fan like that, I would hang my head like, man, I would prefer to him to beat the shit out of Andre and Charlo so we can move on. Why did my guy choose Abner Yildirim? He requested that fight. Man, listen, man. Y'all go ahead with this Canelo Alvarez shit. Now, y'all hear what the sensei just said about this man in the picture right here. If Deontay didn't fight this guy twice, he wouldn't have seen $1 million. Because who else was fighting him? We now know why. We now know why that AJ ducked this man. He's a southpaw heavyweight and a big puncher. And what we saw with Usyk, it makes all the sense in the world. Now we know why AJ wanted no smoke with now we know why Eddie Hearn didn't want no smoke with this guy. Because he'd have ended AJ early. Don't debate me on that. Don't debate me. Usyk made it look easy. This man is a boxer and a puncher. I think he hits a hell of a lot harder than Usyk. Would you agree? If he'd have fought AJ when he was supposed to, if AJ would have fought Ortiz when he was supposed to, we'd have been talking about Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz in a unification, in an undisputed matchup about 3 years ago. AJ would have been off somewhere. He fights Deontay twice. Deontay beats him. Deontay would have been undisputed. Y'all see how that works? But these guys are too scared and too worried about protecting their bottom line. These dudes is cowards, man. Salute to my brother Amujali in that super chat. Much love. He says, salute to my brother Drew and sisters in the chat. Salute, Drew, peace, and power, fam. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of you. This is a stress relief for me. I love boxing. I get animated a lot, but I love it, man. I love this part of it because this is actually relaxing to me. Switch here to salute. Trick says Canelo should have gave 20% to Charlo and Andre. I'd have liked to see that. And I think he'd have did it. If that was a rule, I think he'd have did it rather than fight. I mean, look what he's doing now. Charlo's right there. And what I was doing in the videos was I was disarming him. Don't tell me that you ain't going to fight Charlo because of I don't like what he did outside the ring. You punched a flyweight in the face and broke his jaw in 2011 or some shit. Salute the Art Man, because I completely forgot about that. I said, oh, yeah, that's right. I remember this. I remember this. Wait a minute. You don't believe me? Yeah, there you go. Ulysses, Archie, whatever the hell his name is. All right, there it is right there. Salas, Archie Salas, Ulysses Archie Salas. Bust his shit in the street fight. That happened, y'all. That happened. Salute to my brother Alfred in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says, this is why Wilder is questioning if he should even continue boxing. Because these politics and corruption of the PBC, from the PBC, Top Rank, DAZN, etc. Boxing really needs new ownership. If I had the money, I would buy boxing. It's disgusting. Everyone feels that way. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I totally agree. But it's so corrupt, it would get on some gangster shit. And here's why I say that. You want to know why I say that? Look at that. Huh? Look at that. What's that? Faith and Cross, salute. What's that? Josh, what up? You see that? You see that there? Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that. He killed the sparring partner, too. Y'all know that? Y'all know Canelo killed the sparring partner? Y'all know that? That happened. But, you know, brush it off. It was in the ring. And you know what, man? I'm looking at this picture, and I just laughed. I was going to, do a video about it. That's why I have it uploaded here. But I said, you know what? It'll fall on deaf ears. No one cares. Y'all understand that no one cares, right? No one cares. But you got Freeway Ricky in the business of boxing now. You got Jay Prince. And the reason why I mention those two black names is because I've read people accuse them of killing people and being these big-time gangsters, but I don't see any proof of murder. I know Freeway Ricky, we all know what he did, but I don't recall him killing anybody. I don't recall him killing anybody. Jay Timo says he definitely didn't know that. Well, there's a lot of things I knew. There's a lot of things that I forgot about. But hey, no one cares. You know why? It's their favorite fighter. Where's the lie? I just showed you a picture of Daniel Kinahan and Tyson Fury with that shit on his head, and they're in Dubai somewhere. Daniel Kinahan is such a bad motherfucker that he can't go back to Ireland. Y'all saw the review I did a year ago of a documentary. I didn't make it up. There was a documentary that came out, and I just reviewed it like, oh shit, I didn't know who this guy was. You don't want to fuck with that guy. You'll go missing. That's just it. According to the documentary, weigh-ins, a boxing weigh-in got shot up. It got shot up. My brother DOG sends me he sends me on Instagram articles all the time on this guy. So this thing's ongoing with this guy. I'm reading it like, wow. In real time. He just sent me something last week. I said, shit. Goddamn. This guy's a bad motherfucker in real life. But this is okay. He beat your American champion, cheated to do it, came on here and saying, bye-bye, Miss American Pie, and you monkeys are laughing about it. You Americans are laughing and celebrating about it. But you monkeys make me sick.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
My brother John Page says Fred, Drew, and BFTB and Keon, the only channels that was behind Gary Russell Jr. when he was getting blackballed. Yeah, we could throw Stormy in there too, because he doesn't show up me Sunday. We was all in it, because right is right and wrong is wrong. We was all asking what the fuck, and Batman, me and you talk behind the scenes all the time. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I'm telling y'all, if Batman don't know, then no one knows. We don't know what the fuck is going on. But all I kept saying is, that was the time for old media to attack Al Heyman. Now, why didn't they attack Al Heyman over Gary Russell? If Gary Russell was Todd Smith, and he was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy from Dakota with the same talent, oh my God, they'd have been on a goddamn rampage. Fat Dan Raphael, why isn't Todd getting fights more than once a year? What is Al Heyman doing? Oh God, there's a bacon mayonnaise sandwich. Why isn't he getting more fights? Fat bastard. Man, I swear to God, in Vegas, I was walking up on him, and I didn't know what I was going to say. Let me be clear. I wasn't going to throw no punches. It's never that serious. But I didn't know what I was going to say, but I saw him walking. And he saw me at his peripheral. He accelerated his fat ass. He accelerated, and he was walking with some people. Obviously, it was security. And I didn't know. I told Classic, I said, yo, there go Dan Raphael. He said, who that? I said, yo, chill. And I walked up on him. I was like walking up. And he accelerated. And I didn't know what I was going to say. But I'm sure when I got in front of him, I was going to think of something. I was going to insult him. I was going to ask him a question in reference to the sport of boxing. He just left the press conference. And I was walking up on him, and this dude, cut me off. This little dude. And I looked at him as I'm walking, and he just, cut me off, and he looked at me. He said, come on, bro. I said, really, dude? He said, come on, bro. I'm just working. He said something like that. I said, all right. All right. I was like, at least like 7 feet from him. I almost said, Dan. This dude, like, now, how fucked up you gotta be that you're a boxing journalist, allegedly, that you need security? I wasn't walking around with no fucking security. BFTB, big old BFTB on his shirt, on his sweater, his shirt, his hat. He couldn't hide if he wanted to. Dwayne Jones, salute. Ain't need no security. Why the fuck does Fat Dan need security? Ain't nobody gonna jump on him. Ain't no one gonna jump on him. He would need saving from questions. I didn't know what I was gonna say to him, but it was gonna be something. I wasn't gonna insult him. I was gonna ask him a question about boxing. I don't know. Maybe I would have asked him, yo, what's up, Gary Russell? That was the time to attack Al Heyman in the PBC over Gary Russell. They didn't do it. But when Gary Russell loses in the ring, allegedly, now they celebrate. Instead of saying, yo, man, Al ain't giving him no work. Morris, Cruz, Valdez, come on, man. Big Dog Willie back in that super chat. He says, did you know Amir Khan invented oxygen? Bless him. Yeah, he did. I seen Amir Khan. There was like 7 candles lit up, and I'm not lying. There's a video, and he threw a jab and blew out all the candles. I'm serious. It was a video. I said, that's magic. I'm serious. Yeah, Alfred, he was scared to death. He accelerated. I saw him because he's so fat, he got to walk around himself. He accelerated. I was like, shit. I just want to ask a question. Shit. The fuck? Batman said the man did a whole promo with Leo's father, and Leo still and had enough heart. He still didn't have enough heart to get in the ring unified. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Gary put his arm around his father? Leo was like, you know, that Gary, you know, he played too much. Let me explain something to you. And this is real spill. Whether you playing or not, first of all, you put your arm around my father, he's subject to blow your fucking brains out. He always got heat on him. But if allegedly Papa Santa Cruz didn't know who Gary was, which I don't buy that for 1 minute. But after I saw that video, if it was me, oh, there'd have been a fight. But wherever I was in the world, I'd have hopped on a plane and I'd have been in the DMV. Like, yo, what the fuck was that, dude? Really? You went all the way there? And people would have had to stop us from fighting in the street. I'd have signed that contract with snot bubbles, crying like, yo, this motherfucker ran up on my dad. It'd have got that real. You don't play like that. Gary planted that seed. And like the coward Leo was, you saw what happened. Let me remind y'all, he moved up to get slept by Tank. Leo Sanders snooze. Did they strip him of his belt at the lower weight class? No, they did not. Guillermo Rigondeaux went up to fight Lomachenko, lost, and they stripped him of the belt he had in his old division. Okay? This man, King Kong Ortiz, if Deontay don't agree to fight, y'all remember they were putting Ortiz on Deontay? Y'all remember they were putting Povetkin on Deontay? None of this shit was his concern. But he said, fuck it. I'll fight the Russian. I'll do it in Russia. And halfway to Russia, what did we find out? The guy popped dirty. Ortiz almost fucked up. He forgot to label, put down his blood pressure medication. Okay. Still blessed him. 2 classic fights. Still blessed him. Made some money. So when we talk about the Black Murderers Row, here's my thing. All these black fighters getting done a certain way, dump those fucking belts and get in line and y'all fight each other because we don't pay. Yo, listen, I said this last night. I'm going to say it again. I don't pay to see no fucking belts. I don't care. I don't care. Gary Russell is beltless right now. Rigo is beltless right now. If they sign the fight, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I don't give a fuck about no belts at this point. I don't trust the WBA. I don't trust the WBC. Don't care about the IBF. Don't care about the WBO. Nobody, I don't care about none. WBO is ran by Bob Arum. Don't care about that. IBF, I really don't care about none. I don't trust anybody. I have trust issues. I have trust issues. So, what would y'all rather watch? Bivol versus Canelo on a Saturday night. Saturday night. Single day, who gives a fuck? Dimitri Bivol versus Canelo Alvarez. And then that same Saturday, you find out, hey, man, Boo Boo Andre just signed to fight Jamal Charlo. And they fighting on Cinco de Mayo. Which pay-per-view are you buying? Which one are you buying? And this ain't no shade to Bivol, but I could say the same shit about Bivol that they're saying about Charlo. Isn't it the same conversation? I've seen people saying, what has Charlo done? Oh, I don't know. Fight to be in the rankings? The fuck? The hell? Which one of y'all? Which one of y'all buying? Charlo versus Andre, or Canelo versus Bivol? Jerome King says Charlo versus Andre. 88 Sports Talk say the same thing. Look at this. Macadon 1, same thing. Ring Dragon, same thing. Alfred saluting that super chat. He says, screw the belts. We true fans determine the champs exactly. Because at this point, the WBC devalued their own belt by inventing some new bullshit. The WBA allow racists to judge events and allow their fighters to get to the ring with skin gloves and shit. Salute to Mike Fox and the whole Fox family. I mean, this is in real time. Look at this. Charlo Boo Boo, Boo Boo Mall. Look at that. John Page says IBF is the legit sanctioning body. I don't trust anybody at this. I have trust issues, man. We're surrounded by corruption. Cassandra definitely Charlo versus Boo Boo. Man, sanctioning bodies, they don't do right by us. Back to the sensei.
King Kong Ortiz's skills are such that none of the other heavyweights dare to even challenge him. They keep talking about his age, but no one wants to get in the ring with him, even though they fought fighters who are older than he. Or how about the Charlo brothers? Two young men who are twins in the sport and in life, reigning as champions at the same time and looking toward challenges that others just will not meet with them because they are good enough to call the question those who are not. Currently, a junior middleweight division and middleweight division separates them, where they both started out at junior middleweight. These men have made an impact on the sport that not even the pound-for-pound list writers want to acknowledge their presence in the sport. How could that not be when one is nearly an undisputed champion and the other is a two-time champion in two divisions?
Y'all heard that? The pound-for-pound list. Y'all know about those pound-for-pound lists. 919 says, do I think Benavidez? Yes, put him there. Put him there. Put Benavidez there. Yes. Yes, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. James Evans says Charles was Benavidez. Yeah, they should do that on Cinco de Mayo, right next to Bivol versus Canelo. Let's see who makes more. Let's see what does more. Only thing consistent out of that is Canelo's going to get his $30 million regardless. But the real fans, the real supporters of the sport, they know what they're going to watch. And there's no shade to Bivol. But Canelo has work to do. And his fans enable the nonsense. You see Shakur on here? Y'all remember those pound for pound lists? They had like 3 fighters ahead of Shakur, and I think one of the Charlos wasn't even on one of them. And then when Champ side, press one for Champ side, when he put out his pound for pound list, the world went crazy. ESPN went crazy. Did Max Kellerman not invite an unbiased panel on there to justify their list from different forms of media? Just to rival what Champ side did? Did these motherfuckers have Chocolatito ahead of Jamal Charlo? I don't remember. Did they have Chocolatito ahead of Jamal Charlo? Who's still undefeated? Who is unified? Who's being ducked? Yeah, Phenomenal Magazine, I heard that. He needs something. Champ side puts it out. Now you want to discuss racism, right? Champ side put out his list and justified everybody on that list. And somebody, some clowns on YouTube, put out a whole fucking video that said Champ side's a monkey. Because he left Canelo's cheating ass off of it. Because his thing was, I don't put cheaters on my list. Oh, but King Kong Ortiz popped dirty. King Kong Ortiz is also a fucking heavyweight. You don't put heavyweights on a pound for pound list, stupid. Pound for pound, an ant is stronger than an elephant, pound for pound. But what do we know? Who wins in a fight? Squash. But pound for pound, an ant could pull what? 8 times its own body weight? If you could lift 8 times your body weight, you'd be a fucking superhero. An elephant can't lift 8 times his body weight. So pound for pound, an ant is stronger than an elephant. But who wins in a fight? Pound for pound, Chocolatito has a better style than King Kong Ortiz, but put them in the ring, who's winning? The pound for pound list is so you can compare them to the heavyweight champion of the world, who's supposed to be the baddest motherfucker to lace up a pair of gloves. But in this era, we got 4 belts, a franchise floating around somewhere in the lighter divisions. They just invented a new motherfucking bridgerweight. So if Deontay comes back, they're going to try and force his ass to go to, man, you know what? Don't fucking talk to me. This Black Murderers Row shit is real. It's real. Shakur, what did they do to him on BoxRec? One day I'm on BoxRec, I said, that's not his picture. What happened to the smiling picture when he was at the Olympics? No, you know what happened? Someone took his mugshot and replaced it and put it there. Y'all remember that? And I'm watching the barbershop one night and he said, yo, why the fuck they do that? And we wrote emails right there in real time. Because somebody went in there and changed it to the mugshot. Then somebody went and put it back to the Olympic picture. And then somebody went back and put it to the mugshot and blocked the person that did it. We wrote letters. Now, in order to see the pictures of the fighters you're looking up, you have to have an account there. That was us that did that. That was the supporters of the sport. And salute to Fred for doing that. Because a lot of people didn't even know. I said, well, that's fucked up. Why don't I just go in there and change KK Kovalev's shit to his mugshot? Oops, can't find the mugshot. And I know he has at least 2. One for the DUI and one for beating on that woman and kicking her dog. I know there's at least 2. Why are they not out in the public? Why isn't anyone saying, take his money, deport him? He's a foreigner. Why? But Jamal Charlo has a fight with a family member. And it has to be, I think it might be the same family member. I don't know the facts. I didn't even review it because I don't care at this point. I don't care. I don't care. The purpose of me putting out that video was to help y'all see. I hope he didn't fuck off the Canelo fight. We have to be 10 times better and more behaved to get things. And all I'm saying is stop giving these people reasons to duck you. There is no reason, but they can use anything to fuck with you. Whatever you are, whatever you think you are, you got to be 10 times better. That's my point. And then when I did the live yesterday, I was making the point that Canelo shouldn't use this situation to duck him. Not when you killed the motherfucker in the ring and you punched the flyweight in the face and broke his jaw in 2011. Well, I think that's when it happened. You got skeletons too, and you're popping dirty for clenbuterol, all kinds of weird shit. So no, you are not on my pound for pound list. Matter of fact, to be honest, I never even did one. I ain't do one. I saw champ size. I said, yo, man, I agree with that. I don't have to do one. I wouldn't change anything. But you got fucking, did they have Monster Inouye ahead of Jamal Charlo on that list? And I think Jamel wasn't even on the fucker. But they had Chocolatito on it, who got knocked out. Man, you can't tell me anything. But back to the sensei.
The hypocrisy is insane, and the disrespect is unconscionable. Mind you, the talent on this list of present-day fighters is such that these men don't need provisions. They don't need someone to create paths and avenues for them to be successful. Their sheer talent alone will allow them to make history. But again, that fine, invisible wall, the barrier, has been set up to slow the momentum of their progress in the sport. I understand that some people just do not want to see others on top. But this is a sport of competitiveness. If you're not good enough, you're not good enough. But
James Everett says Canelo will smoke Charlo, easy work. Yo, bro, that's your opinion. But if he felt that way, he'd have did it like 3 years ago. That's all I'm saying. If he felt that way, he wouldn't have sat in the room with Mauricio Suleiman and conjure up this franchise status. So I love it when you guys say it's easy work. But what you're saying doesn't match with what he's doing. He says Charlo is Sunday morning. Great, do it. This is boxing. You're entitled to your opinion, but this is boxing. Do it. How do we find out? Do it. That's all we were saying. Yeah, he smokes Andre. Do it. Yeah, he smokes Charlo. Do it. I've been down this road with him before. I said, man, he gonna style on Triple G. What did he do? What did he do? He dropped the belt. Had me on social media looking stupid. Yo, what happened to your man? What happened to your man? I don't know. I had more faith in his skill set than he did. He says, my opinion too. Yo, look, I said it's a 50-50 fight. That's what I said. I said it's a 50-50 fight. You said that he smokes Charlo. I say it's a 50-50 fight. You said he smokes him. Dara, what up? I'm saying Charlo wants to work. Canelo doesn't. So where I'm saying it's a 50-50 fight, you're saying that he wins. Who's wrong? I think I'm giving Canelo a little more credit than he deserves. Because if he smokes him like you did, like you say he does, he'd have fought him 3 years ago. If he smokes Andre, he'd have fought him 3 years ago. But no, leave the niggas to each other to fight each other. So what I'm saying is what the niggas need to do, Stamina Smurf salute, what the niggas need to do is throw their belts in the trash and fight each other and freeze Canelo out. Make history. I would pay money to see 2 Andre versus Charlo fights. I'd pay money for that. I'd pay money to see Regan Dow versus Gary Russell Jr. I pay money for that. All right, James Everett, that's good. Okay. Email Canelo in Spanish, because we all know his English ain't that great. Email him and ask him Why is he ducking Charlo? Email him and ask him. I don't give a fuck about who wins or not. Make the fight, Mr. Finesse Snoop. You see, this is how we get off track. Make the fight. Make the fight. You say 50-50 black power. I don't know what that is. What are you talking about? DJ Zion Love. What are you talking? Salute, King. What are you talking about? I said it's a 50-50 fight. Now you want to say black power. Do you think Jamal Charlo's being treated fairly? Let me ask you that, James Everett. Do you think, as a boxing fan, I know Charlo gets smoked? No, I don't know that. No, I don't know that. What are you talking about? I don't know that. I don't know that. In one moment, you say Devin needs to take the huge pay and fight his first champion, bet on himself. So you're telling Devin Haney what he needs to do. But in the same, and he said, then you say Devin isn't bigger than the belt. Okay, let me ask you a question, James. Devin isn't bigger than the belt. What the fuck is the franchise status? What is the franchise status? What is that? Is the franchise status bigger than the original WBC belt? Do you understand that Canelo Alvarez ducked Andrade and ducked Jamal? And you're still in here talking about what these dudes need to do to fight him when he ducked them and his fans enabled the nonsense. No, James, don't do that. I don't give a fuck about what Charlo's doing with Benavidez. I don't care, because guess what? Canelo ducked Benavidez too, did he not? Don't do that. Stick to the topic. You said Devin's not bigger than the belts. So what is the franchise status? What is the franchise status? What is that? You say you don't care about the franchise belt, but the franchise status is why he didn't fight Jamal Charlo in the first fucking place. You see what I'm saying, family? Do you see? This is what we're dealing with here. Shit like that. Never mind who wins. The fact is, it didn't happen. Did Jamal Charlo duck Canelo or the other way around? You talking about your opinion about who would win? What you mean? All right, now watch this, y'all. I see your hard body. Now watch this, James. Devin never fought a champion. Why? Hold on, y'all. Devin never fought a champion. Why, James? James, why did Devin never fight a champion? Y'all are seeing it in real time, y'all. Y'all are seeing this shit in real time. Why didn't Devin never fight a real champion? You said Devin never fought a champion. James, I ain't got much time here. You have like 30 seconds to comply. Why didn't Devin fight a champion? Don't duck who Canelo duck, fight who he duck. James, you have 15 seconds to answer my question. Why didn't Devin Haney fight a champion? I'm going to let you tell me. 15, 14, 13, 12. I'm going slow. 11, 10, 9, type fast. 8, 7, 6, So how the fuck is that Devin's fault? How's that Devin's fault? And why aren't you holding Loma accountable? He got ducked because he wanted to fight Loma. Why aren't you holding Loma accountable? Just like Canelo, when it was time for him to fight Jamal Charlo, we were introduced to a franchise status. Yes or no? Shooters, blast that monkey. Yeah, go on! Yeah, man, come on! Y'all can't say I'm not fair. This motherfucker ignored franchise statuses. Listen, I don't care if you think that Charlo gets obliterated by Canelo. You're entitled to that opinion. But don't come up in here with some bullshit. Nigga said Devin never fought. And I ain't nothing but a nigga, by the way. I know it is. Nigga said Devin never fought a champion. Remember what I said, y'all? Devin never fought a champion. Well, why not? Why didn't he ever fight a champion? Oh, he never fought a champion because the champion didn't want to fight him. And they invented the belt. Jamal Charlo never fought Canelo because they invented the franchise status. We're watching this video by the Sensei Stormy B-Man because the Black Murderers Row is real. And you could throw Benavidez in it too. Hey, the Coco Kid, his last name was Arroyo. He's Puerto Rican. Oh, yeah, they're welcome. They black like us. And I know Benavidez got the Mexican thing going on, but he's welcome because he's getting ducked too by Canelo. Back to the Sensei.
But a lot of these men have come from conditions and circumstances where their backs are against the wall and they have to face life head on. So therefore, these are fighters in a greater sense of the word that can be recognized. But where the talent...
Xavier, my thoughts on that is, I honestly don't care. Both of those dudes are dysfunctional. And when they get mad at each other, they'll say anything. They'll even call each other's wives out their name. We've seen it. They're very dysfunctional, and they have feminine tendencies when they go off the hinge. The way they act when they're mad is not how men act. That's why I was asking, did their father raise them? Are they in their lives? Or are they raised by a single black mother? Because that's the result. They don't know how to be men. All of that head going this, that. I'm not calling them homosexual. I'm saying when you see a man going like this, you remember when what's his name was getting in his ass during the fight promotion? What's his name? Well, I'm having a brain fart right now. But you saw Jamel's head going like this. I said, oh, that's because he watched his mother. When his mother be beefing over the phone, her head go like this. So he grew up and his head go like this when he get all excited and mad. Just because you got male parts don't mean you're a man. So I don't care what they say about each other. They're dysfunctional. I don't care. Tony Harrison, thank you. I don't care what they say. They get in their feelings over dumb shit. I know, you're right, Tab Investments. I know I saw Daniel Jacobs walk up on him in Brooklyn. There's video of it. There's video of it. He walked up on him. He said, yo, you got my math. You know what it is. And they did nothing. So I can make the case. I don't know. I think Jamal's scared of Daniel Jacobs. I can make the case because I saw what happened. I can't say the same for Canelo. They went to a Canelo fight to start a fight with Jarrett Hurd. They should be so far removed from that bullshit. Crazy. Salute to a successful hustler. He says, black fighters don't get benefit of dropping belt like Loma or Duck and Andrade or Charlo, Devin and Tank. And Tank also had an easier outings against Loma. Title challenges at 135 destroyed Linares, and Pedraza got no props. Bro, we got to be 10 times better at anything than any other ethnicity. We got to be 10 times better. If Obama spoke like Donald Trump, he'd have got laughed out of the runnings, man. You kidding me? But Trump says what he says. Oh, he's just so American. He's just being him. I respect it. He's a breath of fresh air. If Obama was talking like how Trump was, oh, see, that's why we don't let niggas in the White House. Yeah. Come on, man. Stop this shit. I don't give a fuck if you think Charlo loses to Canelo. What was I saying? Make the fucking fight. That's all I said. I said it's a 50-50 fight. I don't know who wins. Make the fight. But you can't say that he'll straight up beat him because we know what happened. When it came time for him to fight him, if he felt he'd win, he'd have fought him. He fought Abney Yildirim. He fought all those British motherfuckers. But that made more sense financially than Jamal Charlo? You got to be kidding me with that. How could I believe what you say when I see what you do? You ain't scared of Jamal? Why don't you fight him? You ain't scared of Andrade? Why don't you fight him? You should have fought these guys. And we wouldn't be talking about it. It'd be over with. Man, Clarence, salute. Fuck out of here. Back to the sensei.
Lies is their ability to transform that they feel, all of their aggressions and transgressions, and put them into a place where they can earn a living with their fists. That's blue collar if I've never seen it. And these men are being denied by the sanctioning bodies, by their contemporaries, the opportunity to be placed among greatness, just as anyone else. To freeze these men out of opportunities, to deny them, it is outright criminal.
I'm going to stop it right there. It's outright criminal. It's outright criminal what they doing to these black fighters. And I don't care what language they speak. I don't care what language they speak. Rigo's black. Ortiz is black. This is all true. You can't tell me anything else. You can't deny it. You can't tell me it's not real. Because the Black Murderers Row is real. It was real. It's documented now. It's in the books. You can't tell me anything else. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to that video right here in the chat. And when y'all get a minute, y'all go and listen to that video from start to finish. And y'all research what the Black Murderers Row was. And y'all compare it to what's happening now. Don't fucking deny what's happening now. There's no other reason for that. And this last thing that happened with Gary Russell Jr., to me, was the icing on the cake. Because I said, okay, I already know what's going to happen if he lose. And he lost. And I watched the media, and I said, there you go. They're celebrating. Dan Raphael said, free at last. As if he was holding it hostage. As if people were running around challenging him, and he was denying them. Like Canelo was. You got Andre looking for smoke. You got Jamal looking for smoke. You got Benavidez looking for smoke. And Canelo, nope. I could do what I want. Did Canelo not say that? I could do what I want. Did he not say that? He said that, right? We didn't mishear him. My brother Bo won in the super chat. He said, keep busting up that concrete, bro. Oh, we on a job. By the way, go subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. That's not a boxing channel, but all my workout videos be going there. All right? And salute to the trolls that followed me over there. What the fuck? Y'all are crazy. Jesus Christ. Y'all are infatuated with me, but we're gonna check all of that. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Sensei. Y'all make sure y'all go look at that video from start to finish and just listen to it. And tell him where we're wrong. They celebrated Gary Russell losing. And everyone says, oh, well, he's not active enough. But meanwhile, fighters got together and fought each other and made money without fighting Gary Russell. They did that. Did you know that? They did that. And they froze him out. Do you see why that term, when AJ said he was going to freeze Deontay out, why I lost my mind? I said, does that young man even know what that term means? Does he even understand it? Does he get what he just said? You don't say that to another boxer, let alone another black boxer. Motherfucker. Does he even know what that means? You don't say that shit. Successful Hustler in that super chat. He says, man, F that, Drew. Tell him Canelo couldn't take Jose Cotto punches, then came back like Optimus Prime hurt. Nope, stamina, unlimited. Not Floyd, though, just skill. Thank you. Miguel Cotto's brother almost knocked his ass out. Now, all of a sudden, he's going up to 175 looking like a silverback gorilla. And he got stamina. Man, listen. Okay. All right. Okay. All we're saying is, buzz, salute. All we're saying is, fight the guys that are there, man. That's all we're saying. But his fan base are cool with him making $30 million a fight, fighting subpar competition, and then they mystifying the whole process by saying, oh, well, he went up to 175 and he's about to do it again. Dre, fine, salute. What up, Unc? And say, oh, well, he to beat Charlo because he beat Kovalev, a wounded animal. Now I ain't going up to fight Bivol. Not better BF, Bivol. Not better BF, Bivol.
Sip the juice. I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Hey, man, look. To you others that are on this Cotto kick, this Canelo kick, I need you to listen very carefully.
Well, you should let me help you with that.
So considerate of you, Jimmy, but you know we don't allow in the house, so it's quite all right. It really is wonderful to see you, son. You keep up the good work.
I think you don't know, now you know.
Y'all better get real or get your wig on the windshield. You guys are amazing, man. Anyway, as I revealed yesterday, salute to my brother A Weapons. We got merch, y'all. We got merch. We working. That's the site. People been asking. We got merch. We got all kinds of stuff. This is my Drew Titan shirt. I got it in white also. We got hats. We got 3/4 sleeves. We got stuff for men and women. You know what I mean? That's right, Pablo. It goes over most heads, yeah. It does. I mean, beanies, I think we do. We got a lot of stuff, man. We got a lot of stuff. A-Weapons hit the ground running, man. It's the shirt. It's the shirt. Yeah. Y'all hit up the site. And let me know how y'all make out. You know what I mean? We working. This is a brand now, and I have you guys to thank. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. This is all y'all. Y'all encourage me, and y'all support me, and I appreciate that. When I got on here, you understand, I've been on YouTube for over a decade, and I was 2 seconds from stopping, listening to boxing, because when I wanted to participate in conversations, I've been on YouTube. This live stream shit is still relatively new. And I remember when you had to go to a page when someone left their boxing opinion up, and you would leave a comment. And I never left negative comments, even if someone was saying something off the wall. If you respectfully disagreed, you would get bombarded by an attack by a bunch of cowards, and they would call me all kinds of niggas, and I even have my face attached to the avatar at first. I was like, what is this? And y'all know the story. I found 78 Fight News, his first channel, and I stayed there. And through him, I found other people, Boxing Ego, and this is much later. You know, Black Fight Fan later, much later. I started finding all these guys, and then they were going through the same thing that I was going through. So I just stopped commenting on pages. And when 78 says, yo, look, we're going to do this LDBC thing. If you want to talk boxing without getting attacked, no matter what, and it's the Lions Den boxing community, not Lions Den black community, you can come here and talk boxing and not get attacked for your opinion, which is why I gave James Everett enough rope to hang himself. But what he was talking was nonsense. And he was undermining what this whole show is about. This is the new Black Murderers Row we're living in right now. And you're still on here talking about, oh, Canelo smokes Charlo. That's your opinion. But this is the point where you shut the fuck up. It's a 50-50 fight. Remember when I said about remaining on code? Yeah, Ring Dragon, exactly. Yeah, no doubt, fam. No doubt. No doubt. I ain't got no problem with that, man. You know, we just have different paths. It's not no beef. You know, he can do what he do, and I do what I do, and that's fine. I ain't got no beef with him. I appreciate him helping me. He helped me a great deal. Fanon helped me a great deal. But we have different paths. We have a different vision on what we're doing, and that's absolutely fine. And that's where I'm going to leave it. You know what I'm saying? Buzz, I was 2 seconds from quitting. I was 2 seconds from quitting. I said, man, fuck this. I can't talk boxing for 2 seconds without getting called a nigga. What is this? Then I found 78. And then he says, you know what? We're going to come over here. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to talk boxing. And everybody's welcome who wants to talk boxing. And what happens? Why do you think I have to shut off my fucking chat for 4 weeks before anyone says a word? Because they come bothering us. And we're not on here talking about, oh, well, F Mexicans and F Filipinos. We're not saying that. We'll come on here and say, yo, look, man, I think Gary, he could beat Maxayo prior to us knowing about a fucking injury. Oh, you just hate Filipinos. What the fuck are you? Get that insecure shit out of here, man. Keep that shit away from us. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? This is what we deal with. This is the bullshit we deal with on a regular. That's why there's even an LDBC. Because we didn't want to be bothered with that nonsense over there. And you still got some crazy niggas running around there too. We don't want to deal with them either. And if you don't want to deal with us, stay over there. I can't tell you what them niggas is doing. I don't watch them. But every now and again, yo, Drew, so-and-so's talking about you. Okay. Send me a whole video timestamp. I'm like, I don't even know this nigga. I never even said anything. I don't know this dude. What the fuck is his problem with me? What is the problem? Now I got merch. They're going to be real mad in a minute. Shout out to my brother A Weapons. I'm just over here doing me, y'all. I've gotten death threats. I've had my account cloned. I've had motherfuckers with cloned accounts go to other channels and start trouble. Literally. And people send me screenshots. It's like, yo, I ain't motherfucker took a cloned account and went to the Pitbull PBC open workout. It was talking shit in the chat. I'm like, I don't even talk like that. What the fuck? Fuck you, Drew. Fuck the LDBC. I'm like, whoa. This guy's doing a great job trying to defame my name. And mind you, I found out who it is. I'm just crossing some T's and dotting some I's. And then when I'm ready, he's gonna get a link like the other asshole Ed Cruz. And I'm gonna give him the platform to explain himself. So there's gonna be a round 2. Yeah, nigga, I know you watching me, so get ready. It's coming. I'm just getting the legal shit in order. So when I bring you on here and ask you to explain yourself, I hope you have a good explanation. I hope you do. Because Drew Titan LLC is a brand. I spent money for my name. And you tried to ruin my name. And I have physical evidence that you've done that. For all you know, I don't know, I'm just throwing shit at the wall. Maybe, for example, maybe Under Armour says, man, this guy's in shape. We want to throw him some money for him to wear our merch on his show. And in return, we'll promote his brand and throw him a couple of dollars. And then they go to the fucking PBC open workout with Pitbull and see Drew Titan talking reckless about Mexicans, and they think that's me. You might have fucked some money up for me, buddy. May or may not have. 78 said no live. Okay, I hold it down for. Wait, let me see something. There's some shit to do today. Hold on. People are evil, man. People are evil. Oh my God. I'm watching somebody get their ass kicked. Oh, that ended badly. That's awful. Yeah, people are evil. They go through great lengths to try and K-Rod salute. They go through great lengths to try and stun your growth, and all of it is jealousy. You know, newer cats call it hatred. But, you know, my age group, we call it jealousy. I never hated or was jealous of a person so much that first of all, I've never been jealous of anybody. If I see somebody flourishing, and you know how many times I spoke to 78, and when I decided to contribute to the LDBC, I didn't get on here to make money. I supported his cause because he was going through the same thing I was going through. You trying to talk boxing? Somebody in chat calling you a nigga. You trying to talk boxing? They want to talk about, oh, well, you're a pimp and you got locked up, and they want to try and bring up all that bad shit. That has nothing to do with what he's talking about here. So I said, you know what? I'm going to support this brother. And it grown, and it's grown, and it's still growing, man. If you don't fuck with us, just don't fuck with us. That's all. But you got motherfuckers somewhere in their video bringing us up. And we don't, honestly speaking, a lot of these dudes, we don't even know who the fuck they are. We're like, what? Obviously, they know who we are. Now, why is that? Yesterday, that motherfucker said, say goodbye to your channel. We have evidence of you doing something, a term called doxing. Y'all know what that is? Well, do your research on what doxing is. It's funny that we talk boxing, and the term that people have done to me is called doxing. You know, digging up information and using it for malicious intent. It's a punishable offense when it's proven. I can prove it on 2 people now. Before it was 1. This Ed Cruz nigga came out of nowhere, and he literally fucked himself up when he did my live. He literally fucked himself. I couldn't believe it. I said, what the fuck? He's supposed to be on here denying everything, but he didn't. Thank you for standing on your square. He literally fucked himself up. But this other nigga, I've been putting in work on him. He fucked himself up too by cloning my account. So that's 2. Didn't I tell y'all niggas, yo, 2022, all the bullshit's out the window. Leave me alone. If you don't like my boxing conversation, there's an X button. There's a dislike button. I don't even look at my dislikes, so I don't care. I look at positive. I don't care about none of that shit. My love is unconditional. But why is it that every time we fall under attack, the first thing these haters say, oh, I got you saying this, I got you saying that, and say goodbye to your channel. It's always about our channel. You're about to close your channel. Deontay Wilder lost. Close your channel. Adrian Broner lost. Close your channel. Errol Spence had a car accident. Close your channel. Everything is close your channel. Everything is close your channel. Why? They don't want us around. The truth is still here, but they don't want us around talking about it. I just talked about the Black Murderers Row. I just put the link in the chat to Stormy B-Man. When I'm done here, y'all should be watching that video. Everything we do is bad, but there's a video up on YouTube right now calling Champ Side a monkey. Completely racially motivated because he didn't put Canelo's cheating ass on a pound for pound list. That's right, Cano, they fear us. Debate the Black Murderers Row. It's already in history. And then compare what they did back then to now. The difference is right now, if these black fighters accept what it is and say, fuck the belts. Yo, boo-boo, this is Jamal. 2-fight deal, let's do it. Bomb, done. 2-fight deal, Vegas, let's get it. I think Gary Russell, now I don't know what direction Devin is going now. Now that it's looking like Kambosos is going to be a bitch and duck. But I think now is the time that Gary and Devin and Bill and Batman could sit down, please, respectfully, and just work out some numbers and fight each other. I will pay $100 for that pay-per-view, and on top of that, I will find a way to go to the goddamn fight. I think now's the time. Now's the time for Jamal and Andre to fight each other. Now's the time for Gary Russell, when he gets well, to fight Devin. Now's the time. Deontay Wilder, if he chooses to fight again, he could come back and fight anybody he fucking wants. I am no longer concerned about undisputed for anybody. Don't fucking care, because it seems like anytime a black fighter is on the verge of being undisputed, some bullshit happens. Justified and enabled by the fans who don't like him. Why the fuck was it such a big celebration for Gary Russell losing? And it wasn't only Filipinos celebrating. What is wrong with y'all? Now's the time. See, because a black murderer's row now is worth millions. Back then, it wasn't worth much. All of those fighters I mentioned had day jobs. Now is the time. Now's the time. Yeah, Tank a star. Right? Connect with Devin Haney right now. Connect with him right now. 2-fight deal. Now. What's that? You want to throw Rolly on the murderer's row list? Fine. Devin, hit up Rolly. You know he got done dirty. I don't believe none of that shit now. Rolly got done dirty, did he not? Fuck that. So if Kambosos is going to be a coward, and Rolly, they flirting with Rolly and Tank right now, right? Given the circumstance, Rolly should say, you know what? You fucked me once already. I'm going to go over here and fuck with Devin. What the fuck are you without an opponent? You a star. You don't need it. Okay, hey, Devin, let's go make some bread. Maybe I can get you. Maybe. Rolly got power. Give it to him. Deontay, I hope he retire. Fuck this sport. They did him dirty. King Kong Ortiz, whatever. If you want to keep going, fine, whatever. But if he pack it up, good. Get him a rigging down. Psst. Hell, he could listen. Check this out. Gary Russell versus Rigo. Rolly versus Devin. Main event, I don't know. Boo Boo versus fucking Charlo. And this ain't to undermine anybody, because you know Devin is a main eventer himself. But you got to do it right. Hell, you can put Devin as the main event. It's interchangeable. What I'm saying is, if it's going to be a black murderer's row, keep the money in-house and circulate it amongst yourselves, and you ain't got to worry about no fucking sanctioning fees. Fuck these goddamn sanctioning bodies. They don't give a fuck about you. WBC has protected the talent that they saw fit to carry their name. That's why they got Tyson Fury as their figurehead. That's why they got Canelo. They inventing belts for him. That's why they gave fucking Lomachenko a franchise status. And when Lopez said, I want it, he petitioned and he got it. It went from not being transferable to transferable. Did they offer Gary Russell that shit? Because Lomachenko said, we didn't ask for it, they offered it. I said, oh, wait a minute. Y'all offering this shit? Marisa said, oh, no, he asked. Either way, it's wrong. Chaz Bleak, salute. Either way, it's wrong. But we here. We here. With some nonsense. This is ridiculous. This is the sport? This is the sport. Fine. Canelo don't need my help promoting him. He don't need my help. Lomachenko don't need my help. None of these non-black fighters need my help. I don't need to talk them up. I don't. I'm going to support black fighters. I'm going to support fighters that are being ducked, like Benavidez. Now, true, yeah. He fucked himself out of some shit too, with cocaine and everything else. Fine. You're forgiven. Clenbuterol, yeah. All is forgiven, Benavidez. It's all forgiven. It's all forgiven. Water under the bridge. Cocaine, clenbuterol, they both begin with a C. Same shit, right? Right? All's forgiven. I'm good. It's fucking ponderous. Dump the belts. Y'all get together and make some fights. It'll be the most exciting year in boxing. Let Canelo go ahead and fight Bivol. Damon West, salute. Let Canelo go ahead and fight Bivol. Go ahead. Fine. Fuck out of here, man. Jamel versus Castro. I'm sorry, Castro. Castano on the undercard. Andrade versus fucking his brother Jamal. Fuck Canelo. Let motherfuckers say, oh, everyone's ducking Canelo. Yeah, okay. Let him duck. Canelo. How about this? Don't worry about what we're doing over here. Because we're cowards, right? Don't worry about what we're doing over here. Celebrate him fighting a bum for $30 million. Celebrate that. And you black fighters, don't let his ass in. Fuck him. He got his bread. And he prohibited you from getting yours with him. So now y'all get your bread together. Black Murderers Row. Look it up. Look it up. Fuck him. Fuck out of here. I bet you old media start talking about that shit now. And what do they say? Oh, well, they got together and fight. This is my Dan Raphael voice, y'all. They got together and fought each other, but they're not fighting Canelo Alvarez. I mean, why is everyone ducking Canelo Alvarez? Is that bacon I smell? It is. That's the smell when you're walking. Your thighs are rubbing and it smells like bacon. You nasty, fucking, disgusting. Dude, you drink mayonnaise in a shot glass. You disgusting, despicable man. Did y'all know Dan Raphael blocked Tay Jones the other day? Y'all ain't know that. I'll let Tay tell y'all why he did it. Just know that it was truth related. It was truth related. But what Fat Dan don't know is that he spoke to Deontay off the strength of Tay Jones. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Earl Taylor in that super Chesaman, what up? Earl Taylor in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said salute family. Salute to you, bro. Much love and appreciation. Boy, that nigga had security. I was walking right up on his ass. Hey. He blocked Tay Jones on Twitter. I'll let Tay tell y'all. When he go live, y'all ask him why Dan blocked you. And let him tell you. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Oh my God. Fat Dan. Felix Nunez in that super chat. Much love. He said that Dan Raphael. That's how he talk. That's how he talk. That motherfucker. Andrew said he got a bullfrog neck. Hell yeah. Salute the Bo One in that super chat. He said, well, you speaking got the eardrums leaking. Keep it going, bro. Bro. On God. Yo. This motherfucker, yo, bro. If you're going to cover boxing, at least look like you exercise. At least look like you exercise. Any article he ever wrote, he better not ever have said such and such fighter came in out of shape. I be reading that shit. I be reading that shit like, really, Dan? Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Thanks to the industry of boxing, you got guys like Tyson Fury. You got guys like hold on, y'all. That's my lawyer. I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. Oh. Ooh. This ain't the playground. This shit is a business now. It's a business. It's a business. It's a business. You ain't gonna play with my name. You're not gonna do it. Grand Region, salute. The pen is mightier than the sword. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all something. I got a sneak preview last week. What I'm finna do, when it's all done, I'll put it all out. This brother calls himself Grand Region Thrag. Y'all know what that is? Y'all watch Invincible? Y'all read the book? It's a great series. That's for another channel, though. Asante L, he blocked you too? Seems he can't handle smoke unless it's pork chops. My brother LaRon, Broken Traditions in the building. Say, what's good, Drew in chat? We chilling, baby. Let me put up my link to the Painful Excellence podcast. That is not a boxing channel, y'all. Yeah. Not anyone know about Thrag. He's a badass. He's badass. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. And y'all go over there and check. I had the Sister Destiny Black on. Which show was that? It was Pep Talk episode 6. Y'all go check her out, that beautiful sister. My last live, I was telling stories about narrow escapes. I was in places where I shouldn't have been, all because I was thirsty for some tail. And I had several situations that where it could have went horribly wrong. Cop killer, my brother, salute. Yeah, he don't like you. Mr. Cruz don't like you because of your name. You know what? Put it in caps. Just for him. Sheeta is now in the Strong House. Salute to you, sis. Much love. Ring Dragon, salute. I appreciate you. I'll be on tonight. Midnight, stroke of midnight. Trolls welcome. All that's gonna the same mods that are here are over there. They're just gonna bop you upside your head. Some motherfucker came up in there talking about Tyson Fury. That's how you know. I'm always on your mind. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a live. Where right now? Now I'm about to get off in a minute though. I gotta call my lawyer, brother. I gotta call my lawyer like literally in like 5 minutes. Yeah, hit me up on the phone though. Give me 5 minutes, Focus Ball. David Hambo, salute, man. Yeah, I'm always on their mind. They can't breathe without me. You know, I got merch now. You know what I'm saying? Salute to A Weapons. We working, baby. We only growing. I didn't get on here to make bread, but I always said, you could go to my old videos. I said, look, I ain't going to duck it if it's offered either. I remember doing a live one day and someone said, yo, you got a Cash App? And I said, I got to download that. And I did it. You got a Zelle? I had to download that. And I did it. You got Venmo? I had to download that. And I did it. Because people appreciated my content. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew. Then one day, YouTube hit me up and says, hey, congratulations. You have enough watch time and have enough subs. Would you like to be a part of our AdSense partnership? And I said, what's that? Well, we want to throw commercials on your shit and pay you for it. I said, well, sure. What am I going to say? No. So when people come on here talking about close your channel and your channel sucks and blah, 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 and then you go to their channel, they got 104 subs and a ton of boxing videos and they have no views. And when you click on it to see what they're talking about, they're foaming at the mouth talking about who? Us. Why am I clicking on your picture? And you got a picture, you're clicking on your video and it says Tyson Fury destroys Deontay Wilder. And I want to hear what you got to say. And for 30 minutes of the hour-long video, you're talking about the LDBC. That's confusing. Kyle the face still a salute. That's very, 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 very confusing. It's very confusing. This was found money. Frequent flyer, salute. This was found money for me. I didn't get on here to, I came on here to support the move. There was a movement. I saw this brother doing something positive. I liked his boxing mind. And I said, hey, you know, I'm gonna support it. And it grew. And then YouTube came and said, hey, you qualify for this. I said, hey, what am I do? Turn it down? Clarence, salute. Oh yeah, Cop Killer, the hate is very real. Justin Hawkins, salute. That's why when I crossed out this motherfucker on one end, he went to another extreme. Motherfucker says, I'm announcing all the super chats, and I love y'all for that. And I was doing it on purpose for him. He says, oh, why don't you donate that to Gerald McClellan? I said, no. You don't tell me what to do with my money. Oh, I thought this was the boxing channel. Well, how about this? How much money did you ever donate to, I don't know, Eric Garner? He said no. Shut the fuck up. Eric Garner was choked out by New York's finest. And he died. I can't breathe. Huh? Did you do that? All right, so don't fucking tell me. Wow, salute. Lee, I appreciate you. Cop Killer, you're right. So all of that foaming at the mouth he was doing, all of this shit, he's trying to degrade my name. It didn't work. It didn't work. It's not gonna work. But I'm not done with you, Ed. I'm not done with you. You violated. And it's not gonna go unseen. I was here literally minding my business, and then I'm getting all these texts and shit like, who the fuck? People hit me up like, who the fuck is this guy? With your personal information. I looked and I said, okay, that's my government name, but that is wrong. It's wrong. I said, how many troll accounts you have of me? 2? He said 3. Divine Sense says, yo, what do you think of Drew Titan? He said, I don't acknowledge him. 3 troll accounts and he don't acknowledge me. Y'all heard it. Y'all were all here. Y'all were all here. So between motherfuckers like that in the boxing industry behaving like it does, and George Kambosos ducking Devin Haney, the world is fucked up. But that's okay, because we're here for quality control. Ain't that's fucking grand, man. When you stand on the side of righteousness, you have no reason to hide your head and duck and dodge. I didn't duck and dodge that fool. I said, yo, I'm gonna give you a link. Because at first, he wasn't gonna come on. But he did. There's no need to duck and dodge. I'm standing on something. You made an accusation towards me. I proved it wrong. But I introduced the world to who you are. And nobody wants to fuck with you. Now, the love that you may get, only thing you have in common with those motherfuckers is that they don't like me. They don't like the LDBC. But what do we know about this? What do we know about this? It's like in the movies. When the villains get together to shit on the bad guys, they get along for a little while, but what do they have to watch out for when it's done? Each other. Y'all saw the Loki series? When all the Lokis from different dimensions got together to get one Loki? When they thought they'd won, what happened? They all start flipping on each other because that's in their nature. Every person that hates the LDBC, when they united, it never lasted. I know this. I seen it. And it's always by accident. I don't go looking for something. Something pops up and I see something and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought they were cool. They don't talk no more? What happened? He took his wrench and they don't talk no more. And, oh, you ain't got to do nothing. Just sit back. And while we talk boxing, they talk about us. That's why I don't say no names. That's why I tell y'all, you ain't got to say no names. Don't say anyone's name. I don't care what they're going through. When that nigga Punch Drunk flipped his car, or it was allegedly in his deathbed, I asked y'all, don't say no names, please. Leave it alone. I do that for a reason. It all comes out in the wash. It all comes out in the wash. Over a boxing opinion, these motherfuckers dug into BFTV's personal life. And I ain't going to get into that, but it failed. You know what did happen, though? He got 1,200 subs in like a month. No, less than a month. I was like, oh, shit. And it was at that point I understood. If people like, trust, and respect you, it don't matter. It don't matter. Don't matter. It don't matter if Punch Drunk lies about being in a coma. And I'm only saying what people said. I'm not in that nigga business like that. All of this news came back to me. I'm like, huh? What? Okay. Wait, huh? Okay. I ain't out here making no videos about him. I don't give a shit about him. Don't care. Don't. And the only reason why he's coming up now is because I just learned during that stream that motherfucker's cool with him. So if you don't like liars, what you need to do is call him and ask him about that fucking car accident when he was in a coma. Because on the police report, it said he gave a statement about the accident. So what the fuck? Was he in a medically induced coma after that? Y'all saw the post. Yo, salute the Punch Drunk. He's in a coma. He had a car wreck. I said, oh, that's bad. That's all I said. Okay. But I'm bringing him up because this dude, Ed Cruz, is cool with Ed Gomez, a.k.a. Punch Drunk. Since we all pulling out legal names, Ed Gomez is Punch Drunk. So Ed Cruz is cool with Ed Gomez. So since you don't like liars, ask Ed Gomez about that fucking car accident that left him in a coma. That had everybody sorry for him. That he allegedly, because I can't confirm this, allegedly collected a few $1,000s in a GoFundMe. Did that even happen? I don't know. But this is what was coming out from that. I couldn't avoid it every time I got on my computer. I said, shit. And then he's doing a live stream a week and a half later. I said, well, shit, I'm glad he's okay. Them motherfuckers putting out police reports. I didn't do that shit. I said, oh, man. But I hope people that hate him don't think that that's going to stop his channel. You know why? Because people like, trust, and respect him enough. They don't give a fuck about what he lied about. They don't give a fuck about no car accident. They like what he has to say about boxing. Do y'all get it now? Did I talk bad about Punch Drunk just now? Or did I just state a fact? Whether he lied about a car accident or not is irrelevant. Because it didn't hurt his brand. Thank you. I hope y'all understand that. I hope y'all understand that. But Ed Cruz, since you like to expose lies, do homework on your boy. I almost told him, call your boy on the phone and I'll drop him a link. I almost told him to do that. But I was already on for 4 hours. That's right, the two Eds. Ed, and Eddie. We need one more. I'm guaranteeing you the next troll I'm going to find out his name going to be Ed something. He don't like liars, right? And if you stand on something that's truthful, right? Why did that motherfucker privatize his goddamn Instagram account? Why'd he do that? It wasn't private. He did it during my stream. You see him sitting back and fucking with his phone. You don't like racism, but you got your fucking son taking a picture with Steve Kim? You hanging around Punch Drunk that uses the word nigga? But you got a problem with me? I'm a liar, right? But you on your fucking Instagram account, too late, motherfucker. I done screenshot everything in there for evidence. You, motherfucker, said you have a fucking Spotify podcast. And when I asked you, where is it? You said, I got to talk to the person in charge of it. Nigga, you the person in charge of it. Do you have fucking boxing material on MP3 to upload on your podcast or MP4 to upload on your podcast right now? You're in charge of that. So you don't have anything on Spotify. You lied, because when I went to Spotify and put in Captain Chaos 72, I didn't find anything. There was nothing there. So you lied. Got him. Don't come in this. This is my house, motherfucker. I'm the truth. I didn't name myself. Don't come in here like you're gonna body somebody. Listen, man. I could easily do what BFTB does. I just choose not to do it because I like watching him do it. He's the fucking master. If I get in it, I'd be a master, and BFTB would be a grand master. I just don't like to do it. It's too easy. The fuck? If I'm a master at it, BFTB would be a grandmaster. But that's not the type of show I want to run. I take the news, I report it, and I'm giving it to you how I see it. And you can agree, you can disagree, as long as you're respectful. When you come in here all kinds of, like this motherfucker said, oh, I tried to reach out to you. No, you didn't. You came on my fucking chat and insulted me. Call me a liar. That's not how you want to talk to somebody. And then talking about call me on the phone. That's how men handle shit. I say, whoa, that's how men handle it. I ain't know men were trolls. That's what men do, troll. I tried to reach out to Trick Nolte so we could squash it. Squash what, nigga? I didn't even know we had beef. These niggas be having beefs with us and we don't even know who the fuck they are. Do you know how sick that was? I brought them on it because I know 78 makes a joke every now and again like, yo, these guys be homosexual. These guys be infatuated with us. Y'all don't be believing. BFTB does a good job. Y'all know all those motherfuckers, Mr. Whispers and that other motherfucker with the bald-headed dude with the glasses and that motherfucker best of the best. By the way, when I put the link in the chat, do you know best of the best popped up backstage? I meant to tell y'all that. I looked, I said, what the fuck is he? No, he's not getting on here. I kicked him out the studio. I ain't even put him on. You know why he came up in here? And I know he's watching now. Fuck you too. You know why he popped up? Because BFTB popped up. And wherever BFTB go, that nigga follows. That man is sick. I watched him on the live stream. He's up there talking to BFTB, shaking the phone. I was like, what the fuck? That nigga crazy. It was like 70 degrees outside, 70 degrees. He had on a fucking bubble coat. I was like, oh shit. These motherfuckers are sick. They're sick. Just because you walk around a boxing event and you stop fighters or managers or journalists and you take pictures with them, that don't mean you know shit about boxing. Just because you walk into multiple gyms and you know the owner of the gym and you talk with them or you talk boxing, that don't mean you know shit. Motherfucker says, oh, I've been to gyms. No one knows you at the gym. No one's going to know me at any fucking gym. I don't go to these gyms out here like that. Not anymore. Not like that. I don't. I don't go to boxing gyms like that. I don't. So no one's going to know me. What does that mean? You see the work on my channel. You see who I speak to. You know, that motherfucker say, yeah, I saw your lives is trash. Uh-huh. My lives is trash. The last troll that said something was trash was this other motherfucker with the gap in his teeth. The motherfucker, when I was on Scotty's channel, y'all know who I'm talking about. He wants to talk about car fires and shit. I bodied him on Scotty's channel. And then he pops up on Fred's channel. And I had to hit up Fred. I said, Fred, that motherfucker you let talk? I said, that motherfucker told me that your channel is trash. And I said, excuse me? He said, it's a horrible show. I said, what? He said, it's a horrible show. I said, the barbershop's a horrible show? I just wanted to make sure I heard him right. A couple months later, he pops up on his fucking network and then wants to do a podcast on how to stop the violence in boxing. I said, shit, anybody get shot, stabbed, or killed over this boxing talk? Not yet. And I don't wish it on anybody. I'm not here for this. I'm really not here for this. I'm here to talk boxing. And I said, and then Fred was like, what do you mean do a dual podcast? We're doing it right now. You got something to let off your chest, let it off your chest now. That's what we're doing now. Why the fuck you want to do a dual podcast? Because you're trying to make money off this shit. Do y'all get it now? I didn't get on here to make money, but look at the blessings. All these motherfuckers are on here really trying to make bread. And it's not moving for them. And they look at me, and they look at BFTB, and they look at 78, and they say, I'm better than these guys. I'm more well-spoken than these guys. Why are they getting all the love? And they think that picking at what they feel we do wrong is going to elevate their content. It never works out. And instead of counting your own blessings, because I'm sure, now watch this, I'm sure that they do know some things, but they're not focused in on the people liking, trusting, and respecting them. If you build your shit from the mud, they're going to respect you more. Stick to your guns. Stop talking about other people. What the fuck is wrong with you? And these motherfuckers, a lot of these motherfuckers are older than me with this behavior. This nigga, Ed Cruz, is 49 years old. 49. Born in 1972. And stood up here and made a fool of himself for 4 fucking hours. Since that show, I gained about 30 new subs. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know how many is real. I don't know how many is fake. But it comes out in the wash. And if he was standing on something righteous, he wouldn't have made his goddamn Instagram account private because he's trying to get all the subs he can get, right? Why did you privatize your fucking Instagram account? Now, if it's unprivate between the time I'm saying it and sometime during this week, it's because I said something. But y'all go ahead and look them up right now. It's private. If you stood on the side of righteousness and you believe what you say, you wouldn't have made your shit private. Ain't nobody going to troll you. The LDBC don't have no trolls. Because we're not worried about what you do. You made your shit private, though. Too late. I screenshot everything I needed to screenshot. The picture with your son with Steve Kim, but you don't like racism. The advertisement for you with your Spotify and YouTube account, where there's no content on it. Matter of fact, somebody told me they went to your YouTube account and they saw a current attraction. And in that attraction, that it shows all these fighters, only one of them was black. But I'm racist, right? Okay. I asked you, where's your Spotify content? Where's your YouTube content? But I was focusing on that Spotify content because I went there and I couldn't find you. You said I have to focus, I have to ask the person that's in charge. Motherfucker, you the one in charge. You got material ready to upload? You should. You should. So I am talking to the person in charge. So it says Spotify on that advertisement. So you lied. That's how you guys know this was never about boxing. This was never about what I used to do for a living. Because I told y'all he had that shit all wrong. And you're coming on here sharing my government name. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Salute to Robert Singleton in that super chat. This is another reason why he mad. Because I get super chats. Say, hey, Drew, why all the monkey videos? Hashtag Captain Homo. Yeah, exactly. Why all the monkey videos? He's a fucking monkey, and he's lucky I ain't hit the goddamn Bojangles on his ass. You black too, Captain Chaos. I'm on your bumper now. This shit ain't over. You think I'm just gonna let this slide? No. I asked you to leave me the fuck alone. I asked you. Stop digging in my personal life. What the fuck is this? Now, I don't know how this is going to play out. But I am making it a legal matter. It was easier for you to hit me up behind the scenes. And if you had some sort of real problem with me, we could have spoke. We could have ironed it out. You talking about what grown men do. Do you know this motherfucker sent a super chat to Keon to disrespect me? A $5 super chat. I screenshot that shit too. I was watching. I said, what the fuck? Is that my name? I said, oh yeah, it is. Look at that. I said, okay. And I got busy. And he made the work so much easier. Because if he's not racist, why is he hitting up all of the people that I know with troll accounts? But my brother George, that's been on my show, why did the white man get the real account with his government name? And he get the, excuse me, George, may I have a moment of your time type of text? I have it all here. Basically, George blew him off and said, yo, my man, leave me alone. Find something else better to do with your time. And you know what he told George? I see you agree with Drew Titan's homophobic and racist comments. Would you like to come on a public platform to discuss your views? He's trying to get George on his fucking platform to discuss what I say. But then when I asked him, I said, you got a problem with my homophobic statements and me being a racist? Have you watched BFTB? He said, yes. Y'all heard it. Then I said, what do you think? He said, he's funny. That's what he said. He's funny. Then I put BFTB on here and he cursed his ass out. What he should have said was, I don't know who that is. That's what you should have said, you dumbass. Because if you get mad at what I said about Teofimo Lopez, BFTB takes the cake. From the time he comes on, for the 2.5 hours that he's on, he must have called the people that harassed him about 300 homos and faggots and niggas, bitch-ass niggas and fuck yous all through the fucking show. Because when he's trying to talk boxing, what happens in his chat? Y'all tell me. Because it's not unprovoked. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? He don't start talking boxing, and then someone comes in the chat, oh, you motherfucker, da, da, da. Then he addresses them. And then the motherfucker will come back with another account, and another account, and another account. Then he got to address that. He got to stop what he's doing to address the trolls. While we talk boxing, we got to deal with that dumb shit. But I know. Y'all don't see what people do to us. Y'all only see our responses. That's what it is to be black. That's what the Black Murderers Row is all about.
Hello, monkeys.
Say it.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Did I not ask that man? All of this stuff you talking about, I said something to one man. I put the energy out. The man, Teofimo Lopez, said Devin Haney got dick-sucking lips. He said that. And I said, yo, man, fuck that faggot-ass nigga, that little faggot nigga. You mad at me? He said, oh, no, he's wrong for saying that. Okay. Eye for an eye. I'm not Jesus. I ain't that perfect. He put out that energy. I'm not turning the other cheek. I don't like it. Plus, Devin is our guy. He referred to Deontay Wilder and Devin Haney as my idols. That's where I knew where his head was. That's where I knew where his head was. I said, who's my idols? He said, Wilder and Haney. Never mind the fact that we were all fucking with Teofimo Lopez here. When he was fighting Lomachenko, were we not pro Teofimo Lopez? And then when he beat Teofimo, something that we said he could do, we said, great, we're going to get undisputed. Nope, not so fast. And now we're saying, why you got to be a little bitch? Same thing we're saying with Kambosos now, right? Why you got to be a little bitch? Did I not have a video saying, yo, him beating Teofimo Lopez is for the greater good of boxing? And he did it. And then he said he would be undisputed. And now he being a little fucking bitch. But you mad at us, though. Fuck out of here, dude. Don't try and fucking spin this shit. Don't try and spin this shit. I'm right. If you don't like my approach, get the fuck off my channel. He watching right now. Stolen valor. Take off your shirt. I don't like that hat. Your show's trash.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Did we not ask that man? Because I don't understand this shit. Did we not ask that man? Hold on. All of this shit, this is stalking. This doesn't make any fucking sense. You homosexual? Put in the chat what he said. We asked him. I asked him. Bro. You so concerned about what I said. You saying that what I said offends the whole LGBTQT community. He said you even said it wrong. I said you wouldn't know how to say it, would you? And then I asked him, are you gay? Is that why you're taking this to heart? Are you gay? Put in the chat what he said. Because he damn sure ain't say no. Ed, you ain't say no. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said it twice, at least twice. He played the fifth. Nunya. Yeah. 49 years old, you're stalking me for what? Good morning. Lawyer time. Much love and appreciation. Salute to all of you in the Super Chat, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. I love y'all. Tune into the Painful Excellence podcast tonight. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. Love y'all. Shout out to the LDBC. And salute to Stormy. Y'all go subscribe and go watch that video. Peace.
Move!